What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Alex Thomas, aka Lex Thomas 21, here to give you guys a review for Furious 7. I know this review was kind of late. I went to see it the midnight showing 2 days ago, if you want to technically call it 2 days ago. And I know it's a little late, but here goes my review. And it was amazing. I'm a real big fan of the Fast and Furious franchise, and I absolutely loved it. I went to go see it with a big crowd. Everybody in the theater was loving it, clapping, hooping, and hollering, laughing. And that's the one thing I loved about going to see it, because I knew exactly how it was going to be. I knew people in the theater were going to know this franchise, know exactly what's happening. So everything was just perfectly the way everything laid out. Getting on to the story, basically what is our team, basically have to do is they're being hunted by Jason Statham, and they have to get this device called the God's Eye in order to find him. Even though with that plot line, it's like, why do they need to find him when Jason Statham is literally chasing him? All they need to be is be in one place and they can find him. But besides that, everything else was amazing. The action sequences, the characters, everything was amazing. Getting on some more positives, Vin Diesel, I think this is probably the best performance he's ever done in one of the Fast and Furious movies. Paul Walker, oh my God, Paul Walker, rest in peace. For Paul, everyone hashtag for Paul. He was amazing as well. I love the way they did it, the way they put him in the rest of the film. Me, a movie head, of course, I would picture it out, but you wouldn't really notice that he isn't there, because they did a good job, a swell job of putting him in there. Everyone else, Ludacris, Tyrese, even Michelle Rodriguez did an amazing job with it. Let's get to The Rock. The Rock wasn't in it that much. He was only in the beginning and in the end. But when he was there, he shined. I mean, he had probably the best one-liners in the damn movie. Spoiler, there's a scene where his daughter is there, and it's just hilarious that the chemistry they have. You could tell, like, he's a good father to his kid. It's just so hilarious. We were literally sitting in the theater losing our minds. But getting into some other things, some things I really didn't like about the film is the story is a little convoluted. It's a lot of things happening. Like, the movie didn't know what it wanted to be at certain times. Like, okay, first it wants to be a racing film, then it wants to be a heist film, then it wants to be a spy movie. It was kind of they didn't know exactly what they wanted to be. But it's a Fast and Furious movie. There's nothing you really can expect from this franchise. Now, in my opinion, did they go all out? Yes, they went all out with all the action sequences. Where Dom is driving, you've seen it in the trailers when he's driving through the buildings. That's amazing. When they're parachuting the cars from the big airplane, that's amazing. All the fight sequences was amazing. The Rock fighting Jason Statham was amazing. Vin Diesel fighting Jason Statham was amazing. I loved it. James Wan did an excellent job staying consistent with the Fast and Furious movies. I mean, he did everything from the females dancing to, the showing of the cars. Everything with the way he did his film style was amazing. Now, getting into some other things. What else do I want to talk about? Things that were underutilized. I do think Jason Statham was a little underutilized. It seemed like he just popped up when he needed to pop up. I wish they would have used The Rock a little bit more, but I understand he was filming Hercules when this movie was filming, so I understand that why they did what they need to do with his character. And there's a lot of times when you think that Paul Walker is gonna get exited out of the movie, but they never do it. They never go that far with leaving him out. He's basically there doing the entire film. His character is there, at least is there throughout the entire film. Yeah, I mean, I really believe that this is probably the second best next to Fast Five. In my opinion, this is my favorite one next to Fast Five. Just because the way to send off. I think if this was the last film, it will be an amazing send off to Paul Walker and the franchise. Vin Diesel has his monologue at the end where it was kind of sad because, basically he had to make that monologue after Paul Walker passed away. And the way they did his character, they had a little montage at the end. I know it's probably a spoiler, but of course, they had to have a montage at the end of his character, and it was amazing. They show all the films he was in, and all the certain scenes that had something to do with family and stuff. It was amazing, and I got a little choked up a little bit. And that's probably one of my favorite things about the film as well. Getting some more positive is that I love the family aspect and how diverse the cast is, and it's amazing. Getting into some characters, they do have Lucas Black as a cameo. He's not in the whole movie. He just have a cameo because Toretto has to go to Tokyo to get some information about Han. That's really it about all the characters. Ronda Rousey was okay in it. I mean, her fighting was okay, but her line was a little. What else can I talk about? I guess it's getting some negatives, but there's really not that much. Oh, Kurt Russell. Kurt Russell was hilarious. I think I heard him do an interview say he didn't want to be all serious. He just wanted to have fun with these guys. And he really do have fun. He really has fun with Vin Diesel. It's amazing. And I was sitting there losing my mind because he probably has the second best lines next to The Rock. Um, Out of a score out of 5, I'll give it a 4.5 out of 5. I really loved it. That because I'm a big fan of the Fast and Furious franchise. I do recommend everyone going to see it, especially if you're a fan. But for Paul Walker, you have to go see it because it's the last film. You have to go see it. In my opinion, you have to. Yeah, but I give it a 4.5 out of 5. Please let me know what you guys thought about it. Please leave a like and please subscribe to this channel. Go check out my YouTube channel. My brother and Adair's YouTube channel will be in the description below. And I'm out on this one, you guys. Peace.